What's good, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome back. Thursday evening, December 7th, 2023. I forgot to look at the date before we started. Man, how time flies when you're reading charts and making money. Hope everyone's had a great week. I took a little mini vacay with the lady, which I do every year this time of year. Couldn't have come at a better, crazier, wilder time. We'll get into that in a minute, but wanted to welcome you to Crypto After Dark. If you have not done so yet, please go hit the like button right there. And dude, I suck at this. That corner. Right there it is. That corner. Go hit the like button. While you're there, hit the notification bell and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what we do. We are ever so close to 10,000 people. I've got cool shit to give away when we get there. We're not there yet, but we are getting there. And I've got neat stuff to give away when we get to 10,000. So, I'll read all of these comments in a moment. I have a massive list of coins. Let's get out the glasses because I can't see what I'm doing. All right. First, let's discuss what a golden cross is and what you saw on the thumbnail. I've got CRV pulled up here, and honestly, this isn't the best example. This is what it's going to look like before we get that golden cross. Let's look at it from after the golden cross has happened first, and I can show you from there forward what tends to happen and where we tend to go. All right, let's find a good one. There we go. ICP is a good example. A golden cross. How does it sound? How does golden cross sound to you? Well, it sounds good, right? And in bullish scenarios and in bullish times, a golden cross is great. That's a 50-day moving average, which is the yellow line that you see on the screen there, and a 200-day moving average, which is the red line that you see on the screen there. All right? It's quite simple. Those moving averages are many days put together, averaged. That's based on the closing price of that day. So 50 days averaged out gives you, on ICP here, the number $4.28 at the moment. And the same thing goes for the 200-day moving average, which is $3.90. All right. What is the importance of this? What does it matter? Well, those moving averages, which I'll talk about all the time, act as support and resistance, and they roll around on the chart with the price. They tend to trail the price. So they show us what may happen in the future, which is awesome. The golden cross references an upward cross of that 50-day moving average, which is the yellow line, and the 200-day moving average. All right. A death cross, how does that sound? Which is just the opposite. Is when the 50-day moving average crosses downward through the 200, or yellow downward through the red line. All right, obviously that's no bueno. On the left, you see here what happens in a death cross. Big push down. That has to be a downtrend for that to matter. And for what it's worth, we were downtrending when that happened. Vice versa. Now that we've broken structure on almost every chart, and by breaking structure, I mean no more bear markets. We're transitioning into a bull market. All right. And for all you under 25s, you know all about transitioning, so I don't want to hear you complain and say you don't understand. All right? Now, that we flipped into a bullish structure, anytime the price is over the 200 moving average, that's more bullish than bearish, and as you see, the price is very much over that 200-day moving average, which is awesome. Now comes that cross. Typically, we get an anticipatory move up, meaning a move up ahead of the cross, which is what you see happened right over here. The crossing happens, you get a bit of a pullback down to support. Remember, I told you those moving averages act as support or resistance all along the way. Well, when you're over them, they're support. After that support hits, golden cross happens, and you get more upward movement. Another push up, typically to the next overall support or resistance area, which happens to be right in here on ICP from earlier this year in April and May. All right. So that's a golden cross explained. Why is that important? Well, when I pull up some other charts, which is what you saw on the thumbnail, I'm going to go to a quad box here and I'll drop the camera off. Can I even drop the camera off? I can't. I never do it on here, so I got to do it manually. There you go. I've dropped the camera off so you can see the quad box. You can see what all we're looking at here, okay? So on the left, you've got an actual golden cross that's already happened on ICP. On the bottom left, have balancer. You can see that we're getting that anticipatory move up right here. Very cool, because a golden cross is approaching. We haven't gotten that yet, but we're getting there. Same thing, I got curve over here. Anticipating the golden cross happen, you get a move up. Now, typically, we get a little bit of a pullback up here on top of these moving averages, and then the golden cross happens, and we get this next push, which is what we have on ICP. Telos down here, T-E-L-O-S, Telos, not tail, Telos. Similar story, you got a very aggressive run up and a jump over that 200-day moving average, and now the price is just kind of hovering, waiting on this cross to happen. Once this cross happens, folks, that ain't going to hang out long. That's going to head right back up there to the next support and resistance zone, which is somewhere up there, all right, around a quarter-ish on Telos, however you want to say that. I don't know how to say it properly. Point is, you're seeing this on many, 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 many charts. Now, if you go look back on almost every chart that you can look at, you're going to see a ton of this price action happen. Before we get there, people, don't donate any money, please. I want to enjoy the night and not get totally trashed. So anyway, you're going to see these golden crosses continue to play out. I want you to start scrolling through your assets and see if you've already had that golden cross. See that anticipatory move up, see that break of structure, see that move through when that golden cross happens and it continues to push up. These are good signs, okay? These are good signs. This tells me that pretty much everything has hit its bottom and is well off the floor. Every bit of down here that creates a low will probably be a higher low. And if we're creating higher lows, we're creating uptrends. I'll give you the example of that now. It's like I got ICP pulled up. If you're thinking of it this way, big move up, right? Feels good, but oh no, it starts to roll back over and stop. When it rolls back over and stops anywhere that it stops along the way here, that's above this line is a higher low, and it's perfectly fine. All this is a buying opportunity every single time. Obviously, that's not probably what's going to happen. I'm just drawing it for an example, okay? All those are buying opportunities. I know it feels scary because it feels like everything's stopped, but those are higher lows. Those create that low, high, higher low, and higher high opportunities. And now you have that uptrend that you like to see, okay? That's common stuff. This is going to happen for the next 2+ years, maybe less than 2 years. Maybe let's call it 1.5 to 2+ years, all right? That's how long this is going to happen for. If you'd like a better example, go look at the Dow Jones Industrial on a monthly chart or a 3-month chart for the last 100 years. Higher highs and higher lows for 100 years, all right? Same thing you're going to see here on a much shorter time frame. Crypto obviously moves 100 miles an hour, and because of that, we got to stay on top of it and be a little bit quicker than what we would be if we were doing regular equities and stocks and Forex. That's some golden cross explanation for you. I hope everybody dug that. I didn't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. Something not a lot of people know, when we started this, it was to teach, right? It was just to come on YouTube and do this stuff for free to teach. Well, we didn't have all the resources that we have now, right? We didn't have a Discord. We didn't have a bunch of helpful people. It was really me and a couple other guys just going at it, trying to teach as many people as we could. We've done much better now. We're much better at this than we used to be, all right? And if we're better than we used to be and we did extremely well, well, imagine the possibilities, all right? So if you would, please check us out, wop.com/team786. Very simple, wop.com/team786. All right, very simple, very easy. $10 a month. There's even an option to do a free month. It's $16, but you get a free month up front if you'd like it. So you can come in and check out how we do, what we do. My full portfolio is in there. Every buy, sell, trade, transaction, swap of money, move to MetaMask, whatever I do, it's all on there. All right, check us out. See what you got. 68 people on, 45 likes. Y'all go hit like real quick, man. It costs nothing to hit like. They are free. Now, let's get in this massive list of coins I've got, but not till we go say hey to everybody. All right, what's up? Vintage Pennies. He says, hey, Professor, my mom is on Jasmine. I'm sure enough going to chart it. Dennis McGuire, I need help. I want to buy the yearly subscription. There's your link right there. I just called it out for you. Also, yeah, I can just type it right here for you. /team 786. Just like that. It asks you to sign in. You sign in with your Discord. You link it up. You're good to go. You'll get access. It'll says claim access. You claim your access. It's actually pretty darn easy. Tremaine the Great, what's up, brother? He said it's gonna be a profitable year. You damn right it is. I got some of those on the list. Give me a minute. Existence, what's up? Lil Kevin, I got you, bro. Brad Williams, good to see you, bro. He said pen and paper ready. That's what I like to hear. I'm about to pour me a drink. Frumpo, good to see you. Jerome, what's up? Arlo, my bad. Good to see you, Arlo. Burner, what's up? Jeremy D. Good to see you, Jeremy D. Akai, I got you, Arlo. I don't care about the team. I saw your comment there on Twitter. I don't do team. I don't do project deliveries. I don't do any of that. I don't care about any of that. It's pure chart here. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm here to make gains. That's all I care about. Tario, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Merk, what's up? Bullish CEO. What's up, Merk? Other Merk, good to see you. Tario, Sand, I got you on the list. All right. Mr. XR Femi, what's up? Good to see you. What's up, Jeremy Cousin? Allison, what's up, Allie? Thomas Gayu, good to see you, brother. Farood, Educated Dummy. Poochie, what's up? O'Leary. Oh, gosh, there's a lot of people. Ariana, how are you doing, ma'am? Raging Beagle. Moose Side Guy. I think I said that right. I'm probably not. When Mullet. Brad Williams again. What's up, Corey? Good to see you. Bill Childers, good to see you, brother. Isham, Tex. Let's see. I already shared the tweet that said you'd be taking shots. Oh, geez. Jeremy Monroe, not even drunk yet. King of Light, what's up? Crypto Cowboy, got you. I'm already got that on the list. Sean Shepard, William Martinez, Manolo. Let's pour a drink and get into this massive list of coins that I've got. I got out the larceny tonight. I didn't want to go too crazy. I didn't get any good whiskey up in Tennessee. I should have knew better. It's turned into Party Central up there with moonshine and stuff, and it's not even the good stuff. So just came back with wine. They did have a lot of good wine, so I came back with a bunch of wine. But I'm not even a wine drinker. That's for the woman and her friends. So, also of note, oh, that was a big drink. That might be a bit much. Also of note, I have the big metal balls out tonight. There you go. Big cold metal balls. Cheers, everybody. We should do toasts. Let's do a toast. I want to give a shout out to everyone in the Discord. It gets crazy sometimes. I appreciate you all being in there. I try to get to every message. I miss them sometimes. I do have to walk away and stop looking at the screen sometimes because I'm getting insane. I'm going insane. So shout out to you guys. Salute all the people in the Discord. Y'all are the shit. That's good sipping whiskey. Yes. Yes. Good vanilla, good oak. Light caramel. Light caramel, Jeremy Monroe. Not very much spice at all. It's nice and neat. It's nice and neat. All right. First one I got on the list is H-bar because it's the first one anybody mentioned when I put this on Twitter for everyone to call out a chart you want to get seen. H-bar, steady uptrend right here. And by the way, about effing time, right? We've been waiting on this one for a while. I bought this one and waited, and finally it's doing something. I like the uptrend here. Very cool. If I pull up the cloud, you'll see she's all clear because I was looking at this one today already. So all clear on the cloud. Anything above what looks like 0.065 or no, actually 0.06 flat. Anything above 0.06 flat is titties. You're good to go. If we look at this on a weekly though, which is important, you'll see that there's still some trash in the way here. All right, I'll drop the 200 moving average is way up there. Let's drop this off and pull the cloud back up. Many of these have just started to do this or are not even close to this. And H-bar is a little ahead of the pack on some where it's actually broken through the weekly cloud. I almost sold H-bar off to buy something else the other day. And I ended up stopping myself because I hadn't done anything. And I felt like, gosh, I'm doing that thing where I'm just being impatient. So I actually stopped myself and didn't do it. Good news, the weekly has broken over the top of the cloud. The lag line is over the candles. You're about to get a conversion over baseline cross on the weekly, which is that blue over the red line right there. Let me zoom in for the olds on here. There you go. That blue over the red. Good. That's a positive transition. We want to see that. That's for the youngs. You know all about transition in the young people. Okay. I don't know nothing about them transitions. And I don't mean glasses. And yes, we say glasses in the South. We don't say it like y'all say it. Sorry. All right. H bars got to get through this top level of resistance right here. If it does, I expect it to sweep the highs around 8 to 10 cents eventually. That'll be our next stopping point, I think, unless things get a little wild. That's the next level of importance, right? 8 to 10 cents. All right. I'm just going to go through the current position list, and you don't have to deal with my green lines. I'm sorry. These are my buy lines. Casper, all those green lines are my buy lines. One of those was a stop loss that got hit, but my average price is down there in the purple. I bought the bottom. Good enough for me. It shot up a really, really big candle here. It's already started to retrace that candle back down. I do expect it to come back down to at least 0.038 to 0.035 here. And the reason I say that is that's the next level of support. This is good, though, because it has flipped resistance into support, which is crucial for an uptrend. A higher low is undeniably important here. I'm glad to see it. I have a lot of money in Casper. I was waiting on this to happen for quite a while, and it finally played out. I actually thought about putting some more into it, but I went ahead and bought some other stuff and decided to diversify a little bit more rather than stick some more into coins that I already had. I felt like I had kind of scraped profits and flipped many to get into better positions on some of these other ones, right? After that big round up, we still have a lot of room to go to the next fib line, which is 0.58, and we're at 0.41 now, so that's another 20-25% up. It will do that eventually. That's the next point of interest, just like H bar. Same level up there. It's got to get to that last high. Okay, that was from the summer. Or actually this one was spring, but it's got to get to that spring high. That's about 0.06 roughly. All right. VTHO. I'm going to keep TradingView zoomed in here because many of you have said, I can't see what you're doing. All right. Well, I have these 3 monitors in here, right? So it throws me off. So I got to zoom in for you guys. I've got it zoomed in a little bit more here so y'all can see a little better. It's a little odd for me because all the letters are huge in my face. So bear with me a little bit. I'm just trying to make it a little user-friendly for y'all. All right. So nice rounded bottom here on VTHO. Can't deny it. I like it. Nice uptrend. This one is already trying to break those resistance highs right there. Hasn't quite done it yet. You could argue it's right up against it, or you could argue it's over. It's very close. I think this goes, honestly. I think there's going to have plenty of run in this. I picked VTHO for a couple reasons. Number one, I knew it runs closely to VeChain. Not exactly. But it wasn't too much resistance on the upside here for when this thing actually gets going. And you'll see that it kind of banged its head against a 236 fib overall here. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see it. This is weekly. That 236 fib is going to play hardball for many assets. You're going to see that. That now some of these have jumped over, and they're likely to break all-time high. I'm not sure if these break all-time high. That's why I'm being careful. But that 0019, 002 level is the kicker there for VTHO. Get over that level, and you're really, really taking off and moving. All right, it's got to do that. It's going to take a little bit of time. Ain't just going to happen overnight. Going to be a bit of a struggle bus to do its joint. All right, but I'm in this one. You can see my buy line. I'm not coming off that spot. I think I bought right near the bottom. I'm not coming off that. I actually took a little longer on this one because I was waiting on my KYC stuff to go through. KSM, this was requested on the Twitter. All right, just recently trying to come off the bottom. I think we can find a bigger chart than that. Yep. Yeah, there we go. There's all. There's more chart. That's what I thought. All right, let's zoom way out and get a good look here. November, right here is our last high from the end of the bull market. I've been trying to use those levels from the end of the bull market. We broke trend. Clear to see that's a structure break. Exactly what we wanted to see. That's what I was talking about, right? Love it. We'll do some more chart patterns and stuff as we go along here. I want to talk about different patterns. Inverse head and shoulders, bullish triangles, bullish pennants, cup and handles, that kind of stuff. We'll work that in slowly throughout live streams. I think next week I'll do cup and handle because that's been thrown around a lot recently on Twitter. But we know most people on Twitter don't know what they're talking about. I've got a couple more weeks on social media before I'm out. So I like to help as many people as I can while I can. KSM, I like the bullish structure here. I like it breaking. Very good. Golden Cross, excellent. Now you're getting that move up after the Golden Cross. Here was our anticipatory move up. Here is our bounce down to support. Absolutely beautiful. And a move off. Next stopping point, in my opinion, is 37.5. That's the fib line. That's the same one I just showed you on VTHO, but a different asset. Jasmine. This is one I debated buying, and then I didn't. But, hey, man, part of the game. I can't buy everything. It sucks because I want to, but I can't buy everything. Solid double bottom. Can't deny that's a double bottom. Let her rip. I like this look, even though this is a pure shit coin, and we know it's never going anywhere. It's on Coinbase, though. So, since it's on Coinbase, hey, man, it's easier for people to access. And once those Bitcoin and Ethereum profits start rolling over, you're going to see a lot of these shitters move. I plan on getting in on the shitter sweepstakes when that happens too. I've already bought some of them, but I plan on buying more, especially when it's time to roll out of the high caps. But there we see clean uptrend. Can't argue with the chart. That's as about as clean as an uptrend as you're going to see. Let her eat. Jasmine, right there. Dion. I'll stop right here in 7 minutes and talk for a second, but I want to get through some of these charts. Whew, look at that thing take a gnarly pullback. But as I said, every single time I see this happen, it's a buying opportunity. This move up felt good. Now it's come back down here. Anything above this level is a higher low and is an opportunity to buy. Let me make sure that this is not the only chart that looks like this. Nope, they all look like that. All right, let's pull some fibs on this one and see if we can't find a better position. All right. Actually, no, you know what? This is one I feel like I might take a chance on. That just bounced off the trend line, in my opinion. That's still not time for a fib on this one. It's still really, really close to what I would like to call in range. Depending on whether it can capture back some of these moving averages or not. I'm sorry, there's going to be some ads in 1 minute. While it's slipped under here, it's a little risky, but I like to buy stuff that is on trend lines. And I think this may be on a trend line. Keep your eyes peeled for Dion here and see if this doesn't recapture some of this glory. Let's see what happens. This is a soft cross, by the way, which doesn't happen a ton, but that's a golden cross that failed. All right. Not on a very normal occasion, but an occasion nonetheless. Bundle bit. Okay. All right. This is a messy chart, and I'm sorry, but these are all my gains, buys, sales, and everything on here, right? Bear with me. So we ran all the way up to here, this 1272 fib, making a bit of a bull flag up high here. A lot of the indicators are cooked, and I know a lot of the indicators are cooked, but that's okay. So long as we maintain this uptrend, which is clearly happening, I think we're going to see price really get going here on bundle in the next couple months. The reason I say that is, as far as bundle bets goes here, in the next couple months, you're going to see some changes. I already know about them. I already know they got some cool stuff coming down the pipe, if you care about that kind of stuff, which is going to increase liquidity, which was a bit of a problem when I started buying it. But liquidity has already doubled since I bought it, which is awesome. I'm up over 300% on this one. I'm not going to argue. I'm happy about it. I've taken profits and rebought and got extra for that. I think this has a bright future, and I think it will go to at least $45 in time. Right now, we're still hovering around $13.97, around 14, sometimes $15 back and forth. I think it did a 16% day or 18% day at some point yesterday. It faded back some, and that's okay. It's to be expected because it went so far so fast. We'll see how it closes here at the end of the week, and we can get a bigger, higher time frame view. I think this thing has till middle of February, fib-wise, to get its game going here. Anything above $8.50 is great buying opportunity. And then when it does move back up, I expect that $26 and $45 range to hit. Still not a sale. P-Bora on Matic. Okay. Well, not sure about this one. This is going a whole bunch of nowhere just yet. I'd like to see this thing break structure above 222 first before I'd break down and do it. One Harmony. I'm sorry I missed One Harmony for so long, Bullish CEO. Man, I feel like shit for missing it so much. My fault. But here we go. One Harmony. It was also requested on Twitter. So, my fault, man. You've been around a long time. I don't like missing for people who've been around forever. That's my bad. So, I'm zoomed way out here. Let me zoom back in. Similar time frame on these fib to stop around halving. Makes me think we get another push till halving, and then we slow down after, or right near it, somewhere around in there. We're making a new high here and breaking trend, so I think this probably goes to 0.21, which is about 60 or 50% up. Sorry, 40% up. I'm an idiot, but that's 40%. That's up to that same kind of previous high in April. These are going to be important levels. If we break these levels and sit on top of them, we have a much better chance to continue going higher. If we fail these levels and trickle under, it almost definitely signals what will not break 786 the next time. Okay, we'll be watching for this kind of stuff, and I want y'all to remember that as we go along, okay? One Harmony looks good. GNS. I know I have this over here. All right, Gains Golden Cross just hit, forming a bull flag on top of a trend line. This is going to go. Whether it's this or it's this, nonetheless, it's going to go. It's only a matter of time. Where do I see it stopping? Likely resistance is $6.75. That'd be about 40 to 50%. Not bad. I'm in gains. I'm not selling this. I think it's a great spot. Arbitrum. All right. Small little chart, but big money in this one. So she's already made this really beautiful golden cross run up here. I like it. It did the pre-run up. It did the back test, and now it's bounced more. It's volatile, and I like it. Even though it's very high market cap, the volatility makes up for that. Cool. I like the golden pocket next. $1.25 is an inevitability. Past that, I'd like to see it run up to this same April high, which would be excellent. If it can run up to this next April high by middle of February, end of March, end of February, mid to end of February, before March, I think there's a solid chance we break out much, much higher and run up here to our extensions and higher. One step at a time right now. I'm in this, and it looks good to go. It's not a massive position I got on this one, but I feel like I got a good bit. So I don't want to be overdoing it. All right, that's 30 minutes. Let's go say hey to everyone else. 88 people on, 67 likes. Y'all go hit like, man. It's free. It costs nothing. I'd like to hit 100 people before the end of the year. We got a couple more live streams before the end of the year, okay? Let's make it happen. All right, so what's up, JP? What's up, Bullish CEO? My bad, I missed you. I got you now. Yeah, we'll help you out. Once you get on there and you get your access, Dennis, just post over in the general chat, and we'll walk you through the whole process. That's what we do. Alex Bell, if you don't mind, if you don't have full positions in alts, is now the time. Yeah, honestly, I think from now until April are your buying opportunities. We might get one more push down, but I think we go up a little bit more before that happens. All right, so if that's the case, I'm 100% in. I'm not on the sidelines anymore at all. I went ahead and bought the rest just the other day. So I'm committed now. As we call in the poker world, pot committed. But this your money, not financial advice. Please do what you want with your own money. I'm just an idiot on the internet sharing charts. It's your decision which buttons you push. Take credit for what money you make. I don't want credit for any of your money. It's your money. It's your decision. Izam. I can look at that if we get time. Sure. I already got a big list though. Some of the ones y'all guys are mentioning is already on there. Okay. Any news on those nodes? Absolutely not, Tiger. That turned into a 100% Ponzi. Don't waste your time. That ship has sailed, brother. Damn, Brad Williams. Jesus Christ, y'all are going to kill me. I said don't do that. Brad Williams said, here's a donation. Cheers for still never doing an ugly face for a thumbnail. Cheers, bro. That's good sipping whiskey. JP, do $1. There we go. Apologize to the wife for me. Let's go. I don't have any water in here. Mistake. Cycling cotton. Orca. I think I got that on here. Yeah, I got it on here. I'm also pot commied. I see what you did there. Levi, what's up, brother? Good to see you. 76 Assassins, help me buy now. Never again be in exit liquidity. That's I get buckets. All right, what's up, brother? Good to see you. VRA, let's see if I have time for that. I got a bunch of shit to look at. So, without further ado, let's get through the rest of these. We got 90 people on. Keep hitting like. We'll get closer and closer to our 100. CWS, Crowns, 100% missed this one. I planned on buying it, and then I bought so much shit that I forgot what else to buy, and I was like, man, I'm getting an opportunity now. After that big move up on Crowns here, we've started to roll back over. I want to warn you, though, we still have an uptrend. So if you're going to get your buys in, get them in at the right time. These lows are good ideas to take advantage of. Look what's happened every time this thing made lows, right? Just pushed up and made another high. This buy actually sold and never rebought. Idiot. But that's what happens. You can't be perfect, man. You're going to make mistakes in this game. This is gifting at a buying opportunity here. If this thing comes down and kisses this 50 moving average, I'm going to have a hard time not swapping something and buying into this. KDA, Kadena. I still have Kadena chain running. As you see here, there's my average buy price. I'm only up about 25 or 30% on this. I'm up about 25 or 30% minimum on everything. But honestly, I was hoping for much more than that. But there's some that I'm up 300% on. Aurora, I hit a 17x over the weekend while I was sitting in the log cabin up in the mountains. Happened to get a text message that said, hey, man, look at Aurora. Thank you, Tex. And I looked and I said, holy shit. And I was scrambling to get to good service so that I could hit that sell button because I can't turn down 17x. 17x. So what that meant was it actually went up 13x. But it went up. I sold it. It came back down. I rebought it. And then it went up again. I ended up with more than I started with plus exponential gains. So it ended up being right at 17x. I turned right at $110 into right at $1,800, almost $1,800, $1,700 and some change. Pretty darn good. Can't complain even a little bit. I want to do that with many coins. That's just the first one that I've had. I like KDA here. Golden Cross, push up. Keep going. Next stopping point, $1.11. Big stopping point, $1.11. Python, PYTH. Let's do it with the KuCoin one. I hate to try charting these new ones. That's a bullish structure, a bullish break. It's probably going higher. And so long as this thing continues making highs, I don't expect it to stop. How about that? Once this green trend line breaks, that's when it's time to go. But for now, it's all right. MCV. MCV I bought because we were looking for coins on different networks. I had some money, I had some gains laying around. I said, what can I buy with it? Well, I immediately went to a DEX. I started asking around in Discord, and some AVAX coins got brought up. So I started going through AVAX coins over in DEX Screener, and this one popped up. I said, you know what? It's low market cap, decent liquidity. I want to go for it. I went ahead and bought it. It shot up 40% the next hours. Great. I only bought $200 worth. So I'm going to hang on this for a bit. It's came back down since then, but still a bullish structure, still hanging on here. That pink line right there be 100% when I hit that. 786, 886 up there around 10 cent. That's another 300% from where we're at. Again, this market cap is very low on MCV, which is on AVAX chain. I'm going to hang on to this and let it be. It was profits, like I said, so I'm going to let profits ride. Render. All right, Render. Oh, man. So this one's clearly going to break all-time high in the bull market. I didn't say right now in the bull market. This is clearly going to break all-time high. I took profits, got my initial money out of this one already. What's left in there can continue running like a ragged dog for all I care. She's already up to Sniper's Alley. Excellent. It's likely at worst to come back to this June area at 270, and that's at worst. If that happens, that gives us the ammo to push up higher and break the all-time high and likely go toward the $64 area at some point. I know that sounds nuts, but it's fully possible. This is one of the few that I think will break all-time high and continue running. Watch it and see. I'm here for it. Aave. I only recently got Aave because I screwed up and forgot to buy it, if I'm dead honest. I bought all the other ones that I planned on buying except Aave, and it did this damn move and I missed it all. But I got some profits, and with those profits, I went ahead and bought Aave. I've rolled profits over on about 12, 14 different things. Bought them, wrote them up, rolled the profits. Bought them, rolled them up, rolled the profits. Over and over and over again. I'm very tickled with that. I like this structure, riding over the 50. Golden cross, push up, 127 is our next stopping point. We are over the 236 fib, just not over the 382 yet. So the 382 will be our next point of interest. Credit. Bang through some of these quickly. Credit over the 382, like I just said, Aave has not done yet. This one's over it. So if this can hang on to this 382 fib, which is probable, 1.5 cent is the next level. Excellent. That's another 25 or 30% up from where we are now. I'm sorry, that's 100% up from where we are now. Yeah, I'm here for that. I like this look. It's all uptrends everywhere. It's all running hot on RSI, don't get me wrong. So if this thing can hang out here above 008 and maintain 008, you got a solid shot. You got a solid shot at 016. I should have realized that was 100%. I'm an idiot. I think this one probably tests all-time high at some point. Acro. This is one of John's favorite, Darth Aker. He loves Acro. Talks about it all the time. Has pictures of it on the wall. Not really. I do have pictures of it up on the wall. You can't see it behind me, but Frank, one of our admins in the Discord, he painted me some cool paintings, and they're up above my head. You just can't see them right now. But I only have so much room in this office to hang stuff and put stuff. I like the trophy case behind me because I'm going to get that lit up pretty soon with stuff in it. I'll work on that in the new year. Acro, still riding the trend. I like that it's gotten back over the 50 after failing it. I need to see it back over the 200 though. Be very careful with this one. If this fails trend, gotta go. SHA, Safe Haven. Bear with me on the lines. I know, I'm sorry. Those are my buy lines. Why did I buy this? Same reason as I bought the other ones. Same structure. Golden cross. Came back down, didn't break the 200, bounced off of it. Now it's back over the 50, and it's threatening to break out and keep going. Don't mind the wicks. I think that's just exchange data issues. Take away the wicks, and this looks like other charts, okay? Give it some time. I think this does break north, and I expect it to do that same move back up here to the early 2023 highs, which are around 0009, which would be about 40 to 50% from here. So I think there's good gains in it. This chart overall is a big bullish falling wedge. See that? That's a big falling wedge that broke out. Just needs a little bit more time now. And once it gets going, brother, she's off to the races. We haven't talked about this one in a minute. Let's pull up Old Faithful Ripple coin. All right, so I actually sold some of this to buy something else, and I'm up on that. I actually thought about selling that and then buying this back, but I don't want to do all that. I still got some XRP, so I'll just stick with what I got. I like the fact that it held 60 cents, which was the bottom of the range. Excellent. By bottom of the range, I mean between the 382 fib and the 50 fib. It's great that it held that range. This is not a cup and handle, everybody. It looks like it, but it's not. It's not old enough for that. Also, on a cup and handle, your stop line up here where it stops to make the edge of the cup needs to be above support, not below resistance. And this was below resistance. This needed to be up here. That didn't happen. It actually stayed under it. And because it stayed under it, it's not actually a cup and handle. It's close. It's close. I know it looks like it, right? It looks like it. Close, not there. We need to zoom way out. Now, the whole big chart, you could argue that this thing's forming a cup and handle. You could argue that it's already done it. If I zoom way out here, bear with me. I used all this to make a video. Let me erase some of this stuff. I use this stuff to kind of explain where I screwed up over the years. All right, now you could argue this is a cup and handle. There's your cup. There's your handle. I could hear that argument. But nonetheless, I think 75 cents is our next range, our next range high. And the reason I say that is it's clear resistance right there. You have a previous failure, a second failure, a third failure is only fair. All right. Now, could it break through that? Yes, it could. And I'm actually hopeful that it does. If and when it breaks through there and gets above this 75-cent range, hanging on this 75-cent range opens up $1. Once you get to $1, now we're talking Sniper's Alley, which is what I really want to see. I want to see this heifer get to Sniper's Alley in a hurry. I want to see her get up there by April. I want to see this up here in Sniper's Alley by April. If that happens, we're breaking all-time high. If this does not break Sniper's Alley by then, it's likely to fade back down some and then take another run and maybe break all-time high. I would prefer if it got up here now, because if it does that, that sets the stage for later on down the bull market when 2021 comes along, okay? I'd love to, I'm sorry, 2021, when 2025 starts. I'd love to see that. Problem is, we're not there yet, okay? First step, break 75 cents. Second step, break $1. After you break 75 cents and $1, hey man, we're sitting pretty in high cotton. Not there yet. Beam. XC, my goodness. Yeah, a lot of guys in the Discord were talking about this one, and they bought and traded this one, and I missed it because I had already bought other stuff. This is why you like to keep a little liquidity, and I didn't do that, and that's on me. So I like the structure. That's a terrible line. That's better, not good enough. There we go. That's a broken trend. That thing is riding. Let's let her rip. I love it. It's going way up already. Similar to Aurora, I do expect this thing to slow down a little bit here at some point. If it stops out, levels to stop at are about 12.5 cents or 5.5 cents. I don't know if 5.5 cents makes it though. It might stop up here at a higher level. Call it 10 cents. 12 to 10 cents makes sense. That fair? VRA. All right, I'm getting through as much as these I can. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying my best. Yeah, LRC, big inverse head and shoulders. We'll talk about those on a separate stream. Yeah, I use KuCoin, Mexi, BitTrue, BitGet, Coinbase if I have to, Binance US, Kraken. I just about all of them. That's about all of them that I use. All right, so similar story on VRA here. Very, very aggressive run up. I like it. I'm targeting this 13 to 15 cent range up here. Reason said is that's the next resistance level. Also, the next fib level on the overall fibs is right through here, okay? So that tests the previous high set in springtime, and it sets the hook for a further move up. And there's talk about this one breaking all-time high and going way up. I think that's possible. You know, I think it's possible. This is 90 cents, not 9. And if it gets there, there's a possibility this thing gets to $1. Now, one step at a time. We got a lot of levels to break. I'm in VRA if that happens. If that happens. That is a 200x for me. 200x, and I probably got $4,000 in VRA. Yeah, you let that happen. I can't even count that high. What's that math? Someone tell me what that math is. Brad Williams, if you go over to our Discord and look at the Palau ID thread, it talks all about how you can get a Palau ID and you can get KYC'd on the same exchanges I'm KYC'd on. I'm got to get through some of these. I'm way behind. 3 bull, playable. This one's performed excellently. I've already made my money on it, but I want you to look. This thing's already made another high. Look at her go. It's still fairly low cap as well. It's on AVAX. It's gaming crap. Broken structure. That's a new high. That's probably going to keep going. Where to next? Well, you're in price discovery, so there's no reason to try to predict the price. Just ride the trend. When this trend fails, you bail. Till then, let it ride. Still good. Can't argue with it. Flow. I'm trying to explain some of these rather than just like say yes or no. You know what I mean? I think it's helpful to kind of give an explanation sometimes, and rather than just say yes or no. How about Filecoin first? File. So, big bullish move. I like it. Obviously, I'm in this one. I want to see this thing break the structure that it hasn't quite gotten through yet right there. Close. A lot of others are doing it, so I kind of expect Filecoin to do it as well. High right here is about $8.70 or $9 for the spring high. I'd like to see it get above that. If everything can get above that, like I said, that sets the hook moving forward. So what we saw last time, except it was June of 2019 was the level. And a lot of you OGs used to be in the Discord will remember that June 19 level was very important. Everything kind of springboarded off of that support level. We haven't quite got there yet on Filecoin, but it's not a sale at all right now. And I think for the most part, ready to rock. Algorand recently, finally started moving. Bullish structure, great. Broke the big downtrend line. Excellent. I'm not coming off this position. 18 cents is the next level of points. It did nothing this year. Nothing this year. So there is no point for it to springboard off of except, oh, shit. This level back here. I want to see that happen. That's the 382 fib at roughly 30 cents. But gosh, you're asking a lot. How about we get to 18 cents first? This thing is a notoriously slow crawler. I'm in this one for a very good amount. If this thing does what I think it will, which is run up here to Sniper's Alley. There's my average price. Up to there. That's 100. That's 12x. 12 times 2 is 24. It's $24,000 I would make. Not bad. Not bad. That's just a Sniper's Alley. Anything past that, man, we are cooking with grease. I expect Sniper's Alley, though. That's about all I expect is underperformance. And if I expect underperformance, I'm not going to get disappointed when it doesn't do as well as I want it to. Archie. I bought this one because it was on Arbitrum Network, extremely low cap. I felt like it was down here in 786, 886 area. Felt like it was worth a poke. This fib isn't even technically accurate yet. It needs to break this trend line before this fib is real. It could go lower. All right. I bought this because it was profits, so I threw it in something. Okay. And it was on Arbitrum Network, low market cap, decent look on the chart. I thought, hey, man, I could probably make some money off this. So I'm going to let this ride out. I think it will break, and the next stopping point is 40 cents when it does. If it doesn't and it doesn't wants to sit around and do nothing, well, I'll bail. Can't really trust a lot of these things that are super hardcore shitters. You know what I mean? XCN. It's a one bagger for me. Let's go. 100% on XCN. Finally, this thing came up off the floor. This is one of the worst looking charts in crypto. Look at that. It's just a straight up nosedive. But once it hit support and hit the bottom like everything else did, took a chance. And now I've made 100% on it. Only about $200. Why? Because I didn't want to take a humongous chance. The more this comes up and the more volatility increases, the higher up this level goes, well, the more it's worth taking a chance on. Aurora was the exact same look here, and that thing went up 17x in a matter of days. So don't say it can't happen to this one. Of course it can. Flow, I still haven't looked at. I'm trying to hit as many as I can here. We're running out of time. All right. Similar story as the others, like Filecoin and others. They have this nice structure that's break here that I wanted to see happen. Gosh, flow is so far down. This is available on Coinbase as well. I'm not going to pull from out to my. I'll stop back here. And I'll pull down like so. All right, I've got those levels marked there on purpose because those are levels that I think will happen. That's 600%, 1,100%, and 2,700%. That's a lot. That's a lot. Next important level right here is $1.11. A little bit at a time on flow. Okay, it's a little bit of a slow mover. And a little bit of a creepy crawly, but that's 100% when it gets up there. I'm here for it. All right. Past that, that's tough, man. I don't, $2 maybe, but things are going to have to get rowdy for that to happen by March. I hope so, but there's no guarantee. Still good right now, though. Tau. This is one I didn't get. I got other ones that look similar, like Rio. And they've all done similar. They have a similar look. All right, yes, this looks just like Rio. So I even marked out what I was thinking here, and then it did it, which is awesome. This fib isn't even any good. Big bullish structure. It continues to print and hasn't failed yet. And as long as this stays up there, can't argue with this thing still being a decent buy. If it wants to break this trend, that's a different story, but it hasn't done that yet. Yes, this thing ran like a scalded dog. So as long as this continues to run, I don't see any reason to bail on it. Once it does, though, I may start to scale out just to be safe. LRC. Loop ring. All right. There's our inverse head and shoulders that I was talking about. There's your shoulder, head, shoulder. There's your neckline. It appears that we're trying to break through that neckline. If we break through that neckline, next stopping point, 33 cents. There's my buy line at 17 cents. That's a roughly 100% gain. That's a one bagger. That's 95%. Close enough for government work, if you ask me. So give it some time. Loop ring's a slow roller, but that's that same high. I was saying the spring high. I like to see it get up there and maintain that level, and that will show us what it'll be able to springboard kind of moving forward. Morpheus Network. All right, still stuck under the trend line after making that big move up over the summer. Everyone loved to talk about how amazing this one was, and look, still right where it was during all that hype. So that tells you everything you need to know about the hype. Don't believe it. Still stuck under the trend. And once this thing breaks trend, it's a different story. A lot of them look like this, like Quant and Matic. They all look similar, have the same look. While I'm on it, let's pull up Quant. And there you go. Similar story, right? Where it just did nothing for a while after it had that big move up in the summer. These are all my buys. This is one of the heaviest positions that I have. It just worked out that way. I didn't do it on purpose. I like the uptrend. It just had a golden cross. See that? Excellent. That's why I got it. Just had that golden cross and it shot up. It needs to break the overall downtrend line, but when it does, the next stopping point is 132. And this thing ran really, really aggressively back here. I want to see it happen again. I want to see that structure happen again over here, okay? I want to see it do that same dance. And if it can get up to 200, 220, boy, that would make me an extremely happy investor. If that's the case, I'll pull some profits out of this and maybe roll into something else or something, but I'll be tickled pink if it does that. And that's a southern saying for very happy. What else you guys got over here? Velo. Yeah, we can have a quick look at Velo. I'm super tickled with this one. It came off after getting that golden cross, and now I can kind of breathe easy because I had such a large position in this one, as you can see right here, right? And if I scroll back, here's why I had such a large position in it. 63,236, 623 is what I stand to make at any one of those three given positions. That's why I put what I put in this one. If it doesn't do that, I get it. It was worth a shot, and that's why I'm trying it. It could just do nothing for the whole bull market, and that would suck, but chances have to be taken sometimes. I bought this because I like the volatility. I like the overall gains that it had back to these levels. I don't expect it to break all-time high. I would like to see it get to at least the 50 fib, and I think that's possible. If that happens, dude, that's a home run for me. That would be more than I could expect. All right, real quick, let's take a short little gander at Aurora. The moneymaker. Look, I drew 17 money bags up here because that was my 17 money bag line. Since hitting that line, I sold, and boy, look what happened. Down she came. I could rebuy this and do it all over again, but I don't think that's a smart thing to do. How much would I have saved? I did that. About 40%. See? Not bad. I could go ahead and have a poke, but I'm going to leave it be. I don't want to tempt fate. I feel like I did pretty well on it. Going to give it a little bit of time to breathe and see what happens. If it wants to breathe and chop sideways, well, if I take profits from something else, I might stick it back in here. You never know. V Systems, VSYS. That was, dude, I'm an idiot. That was Aurora. And this is VSYS. All right, recently came up off the bottom. I almost sold this to buy something else, and I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. So now, Golden Cross, pop up. It's up over the last few days, 70%. Let's go. Keep ripping. If it can get to this summer high, which was about 003, man, that's another 100% from here. I'm here for it. I only bought $100. I was just trying to be careful, diversify, and not get stupid. I think someone donated up here. Let me look real quick. I can't do the one you mentioned, Brad Williams. I made a vow not to mention anything on that particular blockchain. Holy shit, Levi. Let's go. That's for Levi. Let's go. Oh, educated dummy. Making cash and taking names. Let's go. For educated dummy. Thank you, John. We'll finish that off here in a second. All right. Hi, Keith. Any chance you can check Planet? Sure, Juan Pablo. This will be the last one. I know other people have requests. I'm sorry. I think we did like 60. Big run up. Look at that. So you're probably riding the AEMA here. Very cool. As long as this structure holds and we don't fail this 50 moving average, we're good to go. If that fails and goes that way, Audi 5K. But so long as it stays up here, you're good to go. Okay. Anything from that changes, anything down here kind of breaks below this 50-day moving average, I'm out. One of the wilder looking charts. You're going to see a lot of this, especially if we come up on these bullish times like this. These are the bullish times where you want to see these charts react like this, because they got to come up off the floor and set that floor. You know what I mean? Once they set that floor, we're good to go for the future. Got to have that floor first. Last one, I swear to God, on this one. Solana. Still running. Solana, Jesus Christ. Solana's still printing. Over 618 now. It's into the golden pocket, trying to push through it. If it can maintain here, 84 is the next level. And I know that sounds crazy, but this is parabolic. And as it goes parabolic, you're going to get more and more of this. All right, I can actually delete this yellow box. It blew right through that. I've already took profits on this one and got my money back plus some. Everything else that's left in it, run, baby, run. It looks like it wants 80 bucks at least. So I'm here for it. Maintain these levels and you can't be stopped. You're going to keep going until you break trend, and it hasn't broke trend yet. Izam sent me CLP 2500, which is probably $60 million. But since he donated, I got to do it. It's probably not that much money. I don't even know what CLP is, but thank you. So Doge finally got through the 236 fib up here. I've been waiting on this to happen for quite a while. Golden Cross, next level I'm expecting here is that spring high around 13 cents. That's when most of the influencers who were hyping this shit will get their money back to even. That's how bad people are at investing on Twitter. I think that happens. I think 13. Oh, the Chilean peso. Right. Thank you, sir. What's up from Chile, by the way? Good. Glad to have you. Tell your friends, tell your people you know us. Come on here and hang out. You don't have to, it won't cost you a dime to come hang out and shoot the shit with us, right? See some charts. I like 13 cents, okay? 12 to 13 cents is probably going to happen in the shorter time frame here. I'm hopeful for it. That's my buy line at 6 cents. That puts me up 100%. That's a one bagger, and I'm tickled. Thank you all for coming. Let's finish our drink. LMT. Good stuff. Larceny 1870. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. We only do these once a week. We may start doing more into the new year. Thank you all. I appreciate every single person that comes on here and talks. If I didn't get to what you were looking for, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I'm trying my best. I got to talk sometimes too. That's why we're on here, to talk, teach, learn, and see. I see all of you guys over in the Discord. We got a Zoom after this for all the unlimited members. From the bottom of my heart, thank you all. As we approach me leaving social media and sticking it out here and the Discord with you guys, man, it's like a transition in life, dude. So I'm scared and happy at the same time. So we'll see what happens, dude. This stuff doesn't scare me. Other stuff bothers me. The bull beard is here. I'm not getting rid of it. The bull beard stays. I might get a trim when I go up to Canada to see Nick, but that's it. All right, Buffalo, Canada. See y'all on the next one. In the words of the late great Notorious B.I.G., y'all could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to come hang out with me. I can't tell you how much I thank you. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. See you guys on the next live stream. Sky's the limit. Peace.